These are just some of the people who have gotten paid grants after watching our videos. $40,000, $10,000, $15,000 in rental assistance. In this video, I'm going to show you a $100,000 grant opportunity for which you can apply in as little as 3 hours, because we have grants for everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone, because each and every one of you, yes, you, watching this video in January 2022 in this country, in the United States, should be operating a small business. Click the back button if you want. This is not financial advice. This is simply what I am doing and what my 14, 11-year-old sons are doing. They operate a small business. You don't know, you better ask somebody. You remember about a year ago. If you don't remember, let me go ahead and refresh your memory. When I showed you how they applied for the $1,000 grant for everyone through the GoFundMe Save Small Business Initiative. You can see my then 12-year-old son or 11-year-old son, Lance, selling comics that he and his brother designed himself. And they only made about 60, 80 bucks. You say, oh, it's only about 60, 80 bucks. They made a couple of $100 a couple of years later selling used items on eBay, what I tell you to do all the time so you can generate non-W2 filed income. But take a look. They helped me license these videos right here. Let me go ahead and show you. $2,000, $9,000 for a total of $11,932.72. Producing these videos that we went ahead and filmed ourselves. This dad makes first basketball trick shot from 3-point range. You've probably seen this viewed tens of millions of times on Facebook with those People Are Awesome compilations. This thing got aired on national TV right here on Right This Minute. This is a nationally syndicated television show. It was on Channel 5, Fox 5 in New York City, right here. Take a look. Father of two, Neal set the bar high. You see the whole timeline when my 9-year-old made his first basket, then his first impossible no-look trick shot, and then my trick shot. Took us about 90 tries. My boy was right there rooting for me, and we got it, licensed it. They gave me an advance for like $600. That thing went viral, got about 200,000 views. Bang! We generated revenue, and then came this one right here, the prank. When I pranked them, I told them I was going to give them some Transformers and made them think that I was going to give them vegetables. Instead, they flipped out. Nonetheless, this video was syndicated also nationwide. Take a look. Inside Edition. You guys heard of Inside Edition? Right here. This thing's been viewed millions of times, okay? So you're telling me that in 2022, you can't join the 32,540,953 small businesses in the United States of America, constituting 99.9% of all U.S. businesses, employing 48% of all U.S. workers, half of the U.S. workforce. And you got to remember, a whopping majority, in other words, 26,485,532 are what the Small Business Administration refers to as non-employer firms, meaning businesses that only one person operate. You can't do that. You can do that right now, selling used items on eBay, or doing what you need to do to go ahead and qualify to receive this grant that I'm about to show you of up to $100,000. You remember I told you about the Visa Everywhere Initiative. And this is for startups. In other words, you could start that brand management organization right now. Remember, I told you to go ahead and sign up for the newsletter. Well, if you haven't been watching my videos, feel free to click the subscribe button and click the bell notification to stay on top of all of the grant opportunities that I encounter. I told you to sign up for the newsletter. They'll tell you when they would open the application portal. They've opened it up right here. Click the apply now button. But let me just show you the eligibility criteria, why this thing is for everyone, what we're looking for. Look, they want people in North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, Latin America, Central Europe, Middle East, Africa, in other words, everywhere, to go ahead and participate. What they're looking for This is the eligibility criteria. Ignore this. I mean, feel free to take a look at it if you want to go ahead and build an enabler of digital service of blockchain and cryptocurrency, crowdfunding, digital issuance, blockchain, whatever. There's more involved stuff. Not saying you can't do it, just a little harder to do. Nonetheless, this is what I want you to take a look at. Small and medium-sized businesses. Look. All right, money movement, acceptance, risk management, brand management, community building, etc. And this is for startups. In other words, you could start that brand management organization right now. This is what I do. This is the business that I single-handedly built and was able to go ahead and partner with the 2012 Barack Obama presidential campaign. You've seen it, Forbes. Myself, driving millions of unique visitors to iconic publications worldwide. I was able to go ahead and work for the 2012 Barack Obama presidential campaign, taking a magazine from nothing, from the embryonic stage. I've snatched it from the stork and turned it into the leader of the Latina mother industry in terms of publication, in terms of content that demographic consumes. And I engineered a historic chat with Michelle Obama and Latina journalists in 2012. Then fact check the hell out of the opponent. I could have done it either way. Doesn't matter. Anyway, where else but in the United States, where they give you, look, 10 steps to start your small business on SBA.gov. They want you because in this country, the best way for you to capitalize on all the opportunities available is for you to build the best asset you could build in this country, practically anywhere on the planet, which is a small business. And look, they're showing you, they're giving you an easy 10-step guide to do so. And you don't have to just do it just for the grants. I know they are competitive. Nonetheless, you register your LLC. You have an entity now. You qualify for more capital opportunities. For business credit, I dropped the video on credit. Why? Because if you got good credit, if you're able to boost your credit score to a 735, 740, then out the gate, once you have your LLC, once you have your EIN, I'll show you the cards in another video where I show you all my cards. Out the gate, they could drop anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 in your account. And these do not report to your credit, so you can use them to go ahead and finance your business so you can save and feed your families to ultimately save this country and to sell something so you could develop a sustainable way for you to generate revenue to help your family members, to help your loved ones, and as many people on this planet you can reach in this lifetime. So they're looking for brand management, community building. And listen, you could tell me, oh, but I don't know anything about that. Listen, I didn't know anything about that. I'm from Jamaica, Queens, South Suicide, Queens, to be specific. One of the worst neighborhoods in New York City, where 50 Cent, Nicki Minaj are from. Dirt, nasty. You see, dope heads basically almost giving themselves fellatio because they're bending over in withdrawal on Suffern Boulevard. You got crackheads pooping in the staircase. Forget about it, man. Anyway, I listed this opportunity, a link to it right here. And what I also listed are the steps that you can take so you can qualify for this thing. Even if you don't have a brand management organization, go ahead and build one. Look, I have this program through Hello Alice. You know that they've operated several grant opportunities in the past that I've shared on this channel. You go ahead and visit this link, and they've got a TikTok for small business tutorial right here. You go ahead and reserve your seat, and you have access to, look, get ready to create on TikTok, to all this information right here where you can learn how to build a community for your business or for other businesses, and thus you'll have a brand management company that you could use to apply for this organization. You want to build a community here on YouTube? Right here. Take a look at the free education tab, the most powerful tab on the spreadsheet right here. YouTube Creator Academy. Right here. This is how I learned this stuff. I mean, I learned it from here and several other sources. Listen, you remember that I filmed a video a couple of weeks with this guy that he's worked with Mr. Beast and a number of top YouTubers. You want to learn how to build a business? I'll go ahead and drop you his book for free. Still got like about 20 to give away. People didn't hop on it. You want to go ahead and learn how to advertise on Facebook to build a community there? I got the link to it right there. Even if you don't want to learn it, just learn it on a cursory basis as quickly as possible. Just get the general idea. You could put a package together, just what I do all the time. I delegate the work. I don't do all the work myself. You can hire people worldwide. Look, $19 an hour, $72 an hour, $15 an hour. These people know how to perform the work for you. You can go ahead and build followings for small businesses in your area. Charge whatever you want, or rather, see how much these people will charge you, and then you tack something onto that. Let's say social media management campaign costs $500 a month to go ahead and run. If you're charging $700, $800 or $1,000, perhaps even more, $5,000 sometimes, depending on the client that you yank, then, and you're paying $500, you're making a crazy multiple on how much you're spending. Man, I've spent hundreds of dollars, max $1,000, and made 10x, 20x my investment when selling these digital services. You want to learn how to advertise on Google, like the Google certifications that I told you about? You need no degree for this stuff right here. Get the technical ability to go ahead and do so. Even if you have not completed these tasks on how to do that, go ahead. You can still apply for this thing. I'm going to apply for this thing because I fully qualify, okay? So get on the ball. But look, a number of people saying, oh, you don't help anybody. Man, woman, remember bit.ly/scrap note? I showed you exactly what were my responses to the questions asked in the applications that I submitted for grant opportunities. Right here, look, I told you to write everything. Write the responses to the typical questions that these grant program administrators ask on their application forms. Write the responses in advance. You know, what's your business about? What are you going to use the money for? Right? Everything right here. And I even linked you to the spreadsheet where I organized the responses to the questions right here for the SHE grant program and for the NAV program, for which I'm a finalist. I'll go ahead and show you in a future video because it goes beyond the scope of this one. So right here, you have all this, because all they ask for is a description of your business, like 300 words or so. And then they ask you for, watch this video to the end, what I'm about to show you in a few moments. Go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at the application. So you click start, right? You agree to this. Okay. Just click yes. I think you just enter through this. I'm not going to apply for it right now. No, I don't want to receive. SC is the name of the company. This is just, we're going to go through this. These are the typical questions. Do you have one of the following existing relationships? Say no, because if you have a relationship, they may not take you. You perform a value add for merchants or consumers when it comes to finance because you help build their communities. You help in loyalty, right? Does your company provide solutions for small business? Yes. If you're a brand management organization, brand management, you do that for small and mid-sized businesses. This is not relevant. Short description of your company, 300 characters max. Look, I've got a crazy amount of words over here. I can get that done quickly, promptly. Okay, just click enter or keep going down, I think. I can go keep going down or click enter. Partnership, goals, co-creating with Visa's clients. There you go. Growing awareness. There we go. Let's help scale globally with Visa support. Applicant information. At least, all right. And then this is the typical, your name. Go ahead. Bang. R. Boom. I'm the founder. Boom. Email n@gmail.com. The phone number. Boom. What country? United States, of course, in this country. Right? We're just going through this real quick. To help Visa assess partnership, please upload a company overview deck. Now, this is what you've been waiting for. How are you going to put that deck together? You ask, because I asked myself. And the best solution that I came up with was hitting the spreadsheet that you can find at bit.ly/bizss21, because on that spreadsheet, what do we have? Free education, of course. Take a look. 30 legendary examples of startup pitch decks. All right, these are pitch decks that they used, I guess, to raise funding for some of the biggest organizations on the planet. So we've got Facebook's pitch deck. So you have a bunch of ways to go ahead and learn how to put together a champion pitch deck. Look, slide layout. Look, you got a directory right here. Stanford, what is your organization? Go ahead. You've got a perfect guide right here. What I'll do, leave the comments in the comment section below. Let me know if you want me to go ahead and show you the pitch deck that I come up with for this program. I'm not going to do it right away because I wanted to release this program as quickly as possible so you could apply for this thing as quickly as possible and have the most time to go ahead and prepare and submit your application. Air, bed, and breakfast right here. Look, they've got the slides, so it gives you a nice guide on how to put together the deck. I am going to use this as a reference to go ahead and develop my deck and submit it. Watch the video you see on the screen right now so you can learn how to raise your credit score to qualify for anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 and more in capital for your business.